If you want to live an amazing life, a truly abundant, happy life, make it a priority to live more in the present moment. You don't need fancy cars, you don't need millions of dollars, you don't need things. All you need is within you now. All you need is this very moment, right now. This precious present moment. To be aware of all the miracles that are around you and indeed a part of you, right now. All unhappiness is formed when we take our being away from the present moment. Stress, disappointment and anger when we think about events of our past that we have no control over right now. Anxiety or worry when we think about the future, also of which we have no control over right now. Most of us seem to be always searching for some place else, some better moment in the future. But that moment never comes. Because when that moment comes we want more, when we just stop and appreciate everything in this moment, everything most take for granted, like the life in our bodies. Like the energy inside us. Like the miracle of human life, like the miracle of creation, the wonder of this universe, the wonder of you being able to communicate to all the parts of your body without speaking a word. The wonder of our senses, the sun, the rain, the air you breathe in right now, when we can truly grasp this powerful present moment. There are no problems, there are only miracles. Many think being lost in the present moment might eliminate any chance of growth or success in their life. However, the opposite is true. When everything you do is infused with your presence, everything you do is done with more quality, with more connection, with more love. And when you are more connected with everything you do, there is greater success on all levels. The success all of us seek is really just the feeling we believe we will get in achieving it. So the success itself is really a feeling, and any feeling, even the highest elation, can be achieved right now when your attention, when your appreciation is 100% focused on this perfect present moment. When we stop seeking an end point, and instead make each moment an end in itself. When we can appreciate the journey so much that a destination is not needed, the journey is the new destination, the new miracle. We are perhaps most likely to overlook our gratitude for the obvious things in life. I often talk about this in my lectures, but the best example of something we take for granted may be the existence of our parents. It's a given that parents will be there, that they will devote themselves to their children, that they will protect them and come to their aid both openly and secretly. Often we appreciate just how fortunate we are to have those givens only when our parents pass away. I feel particularly sad about my mother's passing when I remember how she always used to send my favorite foods from my hometown. I had no idea how difficult it was to deal with all our relatives. My father was the one who always handled everything with them, and I never knew how much of a burden it must have been. In tangible and intangible ways, we don't realize how much we rely on our parents. Everything they do for us, which we take for granted, attests to the magnitude of our parents' greatness, and we often don't even acknowledge them. Eiichiro Miyazaki, the abbot of a Soto Zen temple, said, "There is an appropriate way to do things, at the appropriate time, and in the appropriate place." Even after he turned 100, Miyazaki Zenji maintained the same ascetic practices as those of young monks. I know that his words seem obvious. But I believe what he meant was for us to be all the more grateful to realize that this state of obviousness is, in itself, Zen enlightenment. What if each of us took the time to reconsider the things around us that we take for granted? In the morning, we get up and breakfast has been prepared. We go to work and our desk is undisturbed. When something happens, good or bad, we say the word and our friends join us for a drink. We can tell just by looking at our children's sleeping faces that they are growing up just fine. These obvious things that are here right now, how much do they support and nurture us, or offer us comfort, encouragement, and inspiration? I ask you to take notice. By doing so, you will experience a major spiritual change. The irritation you felt toward your family, the job done carelessly, the friend who wasn't there for you, all that will disappear. You will be fulfilled by this moment, here and now. Once you begin to cherish the things you've always taken for granted, you'll soon feel grateful for everything, even boring, annoying, and depressing things. With that attitude at the front of your mind, you can always maintain a sense of gratitude, and this will have a profound effect on your life.